All right, we're back on another night in the Mountain West. We're happy to be joined by Vance Walberg, head coach of Fresno State Bulldogs. Got their first conference win tonight. Coach, congratulations. Just first, top thoughts on the win for your guys.
No, it's honestly it's about time. I felt like we had a couple games we had opportunity. I think we really gave away the Nevada game. With Utah State, I thought we did a really good job staying with them and had a chance. But it was nice for the players. They worked really hard, so I was very happy for them.
Well, and you kind of spoke to what my main question was going to be. I thought, I don't know how coaches, when you're coaching a team, think about it from an outside perspective as a former coach. I thought this was an easy spot here for you guys to kind of have a letdown. You played so hard in those two home games last week and came up just short, as you had mentioned, against Utah State and against Nevada, and especially crushing against Nevada because you played so well and you really deserved almost to win that game. How did you get the sense in your practices the last few days? Did you see this kind of effort coming from your guys? Is the leadership? What do you see here that gives you, the confidence that your guys could come out and produce this type of performance?
The one thing I'll give the players a ton of credit. Every time, it doesn't matter win or lose, the next day they come back with a great attitude. If we have practice like the other day, we had practice from 11 to 1. We had 3 players in there at 9:30 getting shots up. Most of the players in there by 10 o'clock. So their effort is there. And for me personally, I just wanted them to have a chance to be rewarded for their effort. I'm a big believer in the basketball gods. If you do things right, usually sometimes things will go your way. And most of this year they haven't. We lost so many close games. But to get this one, it was really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And I heard your comments after the presser after the Nevada game. You could just tell you're feeling it for the guys. As you just said, you want it so bad for them. Speak about some of the individual performances. Obviously, Heidbrader's a shot maker for you guys, but Collins, he's just like an old school point guard out there. He doesn't really shoot the three. He's so crafty with the ball. He sets guys up. You had Foss and Douglas in there making plays tonight. It was nice to see him back in the lineup. Speak to what Collins does for you guys just as kind of a floor general.
Well, he's the engine. He gets us going. He does all the little things. To be honest with you, I need Zion to look to score more. I thought first half he looked to score and create more. He looks to pass too much, in my opinion. I want him to be able to score because I think if he scores, that'll suck more people. And I think a lot of people are looking for him to pass more. And I thought the first half he did a really good job of having that balance of looking to score and then creating for the others.
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, so let's one more from me here. Let's go to the other side of the ball. Not a lot of talk about your defense, but you played really well in the first half against Nevada defensively. I don't think your defense was bad in the second half. Nevada just made plays. San Jose State just scored 50 in the first half on Utah State. You held them to in the 50s for the game tonight. Speak to the effort defensively. What do you see on that end of the floor, and what are your thoughts down there?
We're just getting better and better, to be honest with you. The freshman kid I have, Deshaun Gorey. Deshaun isn't anything, you look at him, you go, wow, that's a pretty skinny kid, but God, he plays so hard. I usually put him on the other team's best offensive player. And then having Wilson Jocks, a 7-footer, 270 inside, Wilson takes up a lot of room. So I think defensively, we're getting better and better. We're not going to shut people out, but I think we're getting to the point where at least it's given us a chance to be able to win games.
Well, Coach, final question for you. We appreciate you doing this. You mentioned they were due and they deserve this. I mean, 6 losses in a row just to get this win. I know it doesn't get any easier with San Diego State coming up next and some of the schedule you have here, but just big picture wise to get this one. And you guys are obviously so much more competitive, so much better than last year. I mean, how do you feel like this team is building and what is kind of your outlook here moving forward?
I think we are building, and I just think if we can just, don't shoot ourselves in the foot and win the games I think we're supposed to win, I think we're going to surprise some people. And again, I honestly think we're going to get better and better through the season because we got guys like DJ Douglas you saw tonight who's starting to come back and get some playing time, and we can get that mixture. I think it's going to help us quite a bit.
All right, well, Coach, thanks for coming on here on another night in the Mountain West. Go enjoy this win with your guys. Get a couple days off, and we'll catch you again down the road.
You got it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
See ya.